In this video, I'm going to give you 10 reasons why anxiety lies to you and how it lies to you, right? The first one is catastrophizing, right? It exaggerates the negative outcomes, making everyday situations appear far worse than they actually are. Number two, it's an overgeneralization, right? It makes you, anxiety, this stupid thing, man, it makes you draw broad conclusions based on maybe one event. Okay, so you were talking and somebody laughed at your thoughts. Now all of a sudden that your subconscious thinks, oh, you know what, you're a joke, you're not smart enough, people are judging you. And now you have afraid to talk in front of more than one person, especially if it's a stranger. You feel like they're going to be judging you. It's leading you to believe that a single negative event indicates a future pattern of failure and disaster. That's not true, right? Number three, it magnifies, right, and minimizes a lot of things. It magnifies the significance of a potential threat while minimizing your ability to cope with them, right? It really honestly thinks, like, oh, it's going to rain today. I need to stay home because I'm afraid there's going to be flash flood and I cannot handle it, and we're all going to die from it. It is an over-exaggeration. This, by the way, these are type of issues my clients have come up with. Okay, now they change that. They start to see themselves as more resilient. They can, I can figure things out. I can handle it. My goal, especially when I'm working with you, is you're okay failing. It is not the end of the world. It is okay to fail. That's the learning process. Okay, anyway, the next one, mind reading. Anxiety convinces you that others are judging and disapproving you. You are like some kind of a superhero, that you have this mind reading capability to peer into the other person's mind and know that they're actually thinking and talking about you. Newsflash. They're not. You're not that important. You are not that important. And all the time, anytime you start to think that way, your anxiety makes you think that way, it gives you unnecessary feelings of shame and insecurity and overconsciousness, right? No, nonsense. Filtering. Here's another one. Anxiety filters out all the positive and neutral things that are going on in your life or in that situation, and you are just hyper focused, right, on one potential negative aspect. That, you see, you have a skewed perception of reality. If you don't control this anxiety, this is what's going to do. Number six, right, false assumption. It makes you, anxiety will cause you, it just really causes you to make assumptions about what others are thinking or how they're going to respond or how things are going to work out, right? Without any concrete evidence to support that assumption. You have zero evidence. How many times have your brain lied to you? All the time. When it comes to anxiety, how many times have the very thing that you're afraid of ever become reality? Next to zero, right? Hardly it ever comes. It's just not there, right? Emotional reasoning. This is a big one, right? Anxiety convinces you just because you feel it, it is a fact, right? It is a fact. Just because I feel a little bit afraid, that is your intuition. That is God, the universe, telling you that something negative is definitely going to happen. There's just no objectivity in here. Do you understand this? Right? I'm sure you do. Here's number 8. Ignoring your past successes. Anxiety makes you forget all the gazillion amount of times you've handled similar situations successfully. And what does it do? It makes you doubt your ability to handle things, your ability to be resilient. It just like totally whitewashes it, just erases it. Like, then you never knew how to handle situations like this. Of course you have. Of course you have. And yes, you will always be able to. You're strong, right? You're resilient. Self-deception. It gives you a false sense of certainty in the negative beliefs about yourself and the world, leading you to act as if these beliefs are true, even when they are not. It is a lie. It's a self-deception. This is what happens, you see, in political rhetoric, right? Religious rhetoric, right? You just cannot see any other person's point of view. I mean, do I have an accurate idea of how the entire world operates? No, I have my own biasness. It is a biasness. So it is a self-deception. Anxiety it really lies to you. It's a self-deception. Okay? Number 10, it underestimates your coping skills, your ability to figure things out. A lot of things in life is figure-outable. Anxiety undermines your confidence in your ability to cope with challenges, making you overlook all the other life strategies, coping strategies, troubleshooting strategies, thinking out of the box strategy, grit, sticking it out, all the resources, positive resources you have. I just want to say this. Anxiety lies to you. It lies and 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 lies until you are dead. That is the reality. It is not going to stop until you intervene and grab better control of this situation. If you're sick and tired of anxiety crippling your life, you have to come to my free consultation. But I only have 2 criteria. You have to be sick and tired of being sick and tired of living like this, of feeling like this, right? You understand? You're just sick and tired of it. And number 2, you want to take action. You're not waiting 3 to 6 months, waiting for all the planets to align, to align, and then only you'll be wanting to resolve this issue, right? You want to do it now. Then make that booking for a free consultation, and I'll lay out my plan. If I think we are a good fit, and if my programs can fit, I'll tell you the truth, okay? And then you are in a better position to make a logical decision. All right? Stop letting anxiety lie to your life.